So without wasting any time with signs and the name of my company, still don't have one, and the music playing in the background, I finally finished my JL Audio build. Full JL Audio, everything. So to my one subscriber, I did it. Okay, here we go. So I swapped out the two subs. That right there is the 800 by 8. So I swapped out the amp as well. I had a 600 by 6 before and the 1000 by 1. Let me get off of this chair. Hang on. Oh yeah, King Davis here. What's up? So we finished it. The amplifiers are in. The box is made, wrapped in carbon fiber vinyl. The subwoofers are in. I lit up the box. LEDs. They're on Amazon. I put a sticker on there because look, I don't have a logo yet. We're working on that. And we have mesh grill cage at the bottom because I don't want things rolling under there while my subwoofers are like pounding. So put a mesh cage back there. Let me stop shaking this for a second. Try to get steady. Where is it at? 800 by 8. And the 1000 by 1. That's what I'm using now. Before I had two of the JL Audio 13 TW5 single ohm, start over. 13 TW5 2 ohm subwoofers. This is a single 2 ohm, this is a single 4 ohms. This is a version 2. So yeah, I had those before. I had to swap those out because I'm running 1000 by 1. You're gonna run 2 4s, you wanna get it down to 2 ohm state, we'll get the full 1000 watts out of it. Perfect, is exactly what I did. So right here we have the amplifiers, the DRC 205, the optical cables, I believe, yes. I added a JL Audio VXI hub because in order for me to get this DRC 205 to work with both of these amplifiers without me constantly changing wires, I use the hub. This hub is very inexpensive, but it does a great deal of work for your vehicle. I highly want to tell you to invest in this device. Even more so this one. This one's awesome. This DRC 205 is, give me a minute. Just bear with me a bit, okay? I don't do YouTube videos, so I'm not gonna say everything perfect and have everything written down in front of me with lights and camera being watching me. No, it's my 3rd or 4th video, I don't remember. Anyway, master ground lug. You won't be able to see that in there, but it's in there. The another set of optical cables. I'm using my Tab S6 as a screen for my Sony RSX GS9 radio. This radio is awesome, has its defects, but you know, my tablet makes up for everything that it doesn't do. C7s throughout the vehicle, 800 by 8, 1000 by 1. So with this, these lights, by the way, they changed 20 billion colors. I have a remote that does it. Inside the vehicle, this is how it looks. So I made the bracket for my Tab S6 myself. You can too. Let me take the keys out. So I made the bracket by myself. You can too. It's just press PVC and Bondo. And just give it like 20 minutes of creativity and you can do this. Let's go to the other side, I'll show you. All right, so this is what we're looking at here. So I just molded it in there perfectly, rounded off the corners, everything. And I left the top open because I really still want to be able to access my S Pen. So whenever I want to just write notes while I'm, you know, at a drive-through, or in your case, not mine, but if in case you want to like get a girl's number, you can write it down right there, you know. And I took out the windows and put my cell phone mount right there, replaced those and moved them somewhere else because I used to have the phone in the mirror, but I didn't like it blocking my view. Anyway, this isn't about anything other than my JL Audio build, finally. So anyway, back to that. Hang on, let me get to the other side. Oh, let me introduce you to adult Lego, because that's what a Jeep is. So Lego for adults, 20 billion pieces that you just pull on and take off, put on and take off nonstop. All right, so this build This is how this goes. Let me stop shaking again, and here we go. Tab S6 cuts on. This right here is a JL Audio platform on how you tune your amplifier, but I'm not there yet, and I'll tell you why in a bit. And this is the screen for my Sony radio, and this is how it looks on my tablet, Bluetooth. Let's start with Spotify. There you go. And this is what it sounds like. You can see the DRC 205. Right back at them. What my mind keeps telling me, So I have it set up to where this DRC can control my volume in many different ways. So when I say that, it's like you have a Jeep, you take your top off and you know the wind's blowing and you can't hear anything. You're like, okay, well, my radio only gets so loud. Well, now you can program your DRC to change colors, which changes channels, changes frequency. So if you want to set just your 7th and 8th speakers to be way louder, you can set them on there, and when you switch to it, those will play really loud from when you have your top off, or if you're just sitting still. Talking on the low, man, they keep talking on the low. That can take the volume out, and then you can bring up the bass. Or you can just bring the volume back in only. It's a fully customizable system, so it's however you want to do it. Mine is my volume because I'm running optical cables. So I use the front for the volume, master volume, and then the rest of them I use for my bass. And then when I change the frequencies, all of that changes as well. So I have blue, green, and white. So they're all doing different things right now that I love about my whole system. This is like my favorite. That's my baby right there, that DRC 205. And that's why I said that is a very, very important part of this build. Another thing that you must know. So when you're doing this whole, wait, before I get out, C7 tweeters. And I got these cups from eBay. There was a guy in Germany who makes these, and they are phenomenal. They're cast aluminum, and they are made specifically for the C7 tweeters. Amazing. Yes, I'm hiding my license plate. Stop trying to follow me. Anyway, so, yeah, C7's in the back. So these are my 7th and 8s right here. And the 8 one is over there. Yeah, so I found these also on eBay, but I got the speakers from JL Audio. But the amps and everything came out perfect. Where's my remote at? I promise you all a little light show. So you got blue there. There's some yellow. Green. You get the picture, right? Red. Strobes, yeah. So anyway, I don't do any of that, but just for the purposes of me building a box, I want to just make it perfect. This is the build without the lights. Carbon fiber, the 3 1/4 inch plexiglass. Everything's bolted down, so stealing this is going to be a work of art for you. You must be very creative to steal my system. Anyway, back to where I was. What I was saying was the DRC 205. Awesome. That's what this is. And the VXI hub, and you're going to run both of those to your amplifiers. Note to self. Hey, one subscriber, listen up. If you are going to hook up this system, please know that without having the Bluetooth module, which I don't have, which is why my screen looked like that when I first turned the vehicle on, and it had the JL Audio Tune Express software on there. If you don't have the Bluetooth module or you don't have the USB cable, you will not get any response out of the system once you put it together. What does that mean? All right, when you have it all hooked up, it won't turn on. Simple as that. You must be a trained technician, a authorized JL Audio representative to get this amplifier to turn on. To get any response, any power, anything out of any of this, you must have Tune Express experience. Tune experience, period. So if you get it hooked up like I did and you're like, what is going on? There you go. Contact your JL rep. Say, hey, I made it this far. What do I need to do next? They can walk you through the rest. They'll tell you bring it in, whatever it takes. In my case, JL Audio actually provided me a bunch of videos on, you know, and classes on my amplifier, which was super helpful and very, 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 I don't know what word I was going to use. That's why I'm still saying very. So I liked it a lot. It helped out. The 800 by 8s were what I had to trade the 600 by 6 in, because I have 8 sets of speakers, the 2 here in the back, the 2 hubs, and then the 2 roll bar, I guess, the 2 tweeters, and the C7s at the bottom as well. So the radio, yeah, that's pretty much my setup, but you won't get any power unless you hook that up. It has to be Bluetooth. I'm not really understanding why JL Audio didn't make the amplifiers Bluetooth themselves. That's a little weird, but you have to buy the Bluetooth adapter separately, or you're gonna have to hook it up to a laptop with a USB cable, and I don't own a laptop or a desktop anymore because it's 2020. Everyone has laptops, so you're gonna have to buy the Bluetooth adapter if you wanna do it like I did. But the reason I didn't do it is because I'm not a trained professional in this software yet. I don't feel confident yet. And I also promised a wonderful, wonderful guy in Scottsdale who is the authorized JL Audio installer rep. Not going to say the shop's called InMobile, but I promised him I was not going to get it until he taught me everything I needed to know about it. So with that being said, it's still not hooked up if you're watching my video. But this is the way I went, and just know you won't get any power with it unless you do it the right way. So don't be like, oh, my stuff doesn't work. What else do you need to know about this system? Okay, yeah. With this Sony thing, I ran optical, so you will lose your steering wheel controls with optical. That's just how it is. If you go optical cables, steering wheel controls out the door, and everything else works perfectly though. I love my system. The clarity of it is ridiculously clear. The bass is so crisp, and it pounds when I put it in my pound mode, which is the blue light. My blue light is for when I really want that hard hitting bass, that I want to relax and feel the vibrations and cruise. That's what the blue light is for. The green one is more for, I guess, driving with my top on, and I'm not speeding, I'm not going fast or anything, the wind's not blowing, the windows are up, the AC is on. I use it for that one. Now the white one is tops off, you know, doors are off. You know, typically people can't hear their own self speak, think, or their own radio. That's when those come in with the white light. So that's how I program my DRC. So when I would take the top off, it screams at you, and then the bass just pounds on you. So you're getting like the best of both worlds. The instrumentals, the smallest sounds, the details and sounds, they all come to life when you put the system put it together correctly. You'll love it. Like, I promise you will. But it's gonna cost you a little bit of penny, and like if you're like me, I didn't have a coin for it at first, so I just did it little by little, month after month. And once I got everything, I just started putting it in little after little. It's 114 degrees here. So don't expect this to get done overnight. Not with me. Not working out of a garage, you know. This is not gonna happen. So yeah, it's still King Davis here. I'm not tripping. So hey, 1 subscriber, 1 follower. Look, I did it. I told you I was gonna do it, and you said you want to see it when it's done. So look, there it is. There's all your carbon. There's your radio. I'm gonna do one more video really quickly just to go for a little drive and let you hear it, or maybe you can hear something or see something I don't see. If you're gonna put your tablet in, press PVC, make sure you do it. You could put the top on, but I just really want to make it very easily for me to access my pen, and I use that when I'm pushing things on my JL Audio amp or amplifier or the Spotify or Tidal or whatever. I prefer using my pen and my finger because, you know, you're in a vehicle, you're not really trying to focus on things. I do not play with my radio while driving. Let's get that out in the open. I talk to it. That's why I use my tablet. So I'll say, turn it to this, do that, do this, and it'll just do it. So beat that. Hands-free, best sound, great experience, top down. You're loving life. That's how we live. So any comments, questions you got to ask me, I'll be more than happy to go through those with you. But really quickly before you leave, or before I leave, let me just go through this one more time. The single 4-ohm 13TW5 VXI hubs, tab S6, the Sony radio, and the C7 6.5. So I'm about to open up adult Lego and let you see what the that's the GL audio fuels I use. So it's also really nice looking. I'm gonna do this better. I'm gonna do a dual battery setup. So they actually have those on Quadra Tech or something like that. I seen it on there. I'm gonna go with that. But yeah, I did it. Finally finished it. And it sounds amazing. And I really recommend you all do the same. Or ask questions. If you have any questions, I can answer a few of them. And if I can't, I'm definitely gonna have you speak with one of my friends, my dear friends who really came through and helped me with this when, you know, I got to hold up because they sold me the wrong stuff. So I had to upgrade to the 800x8 and the dual 4-ohm, the single 4 ohms versus the single 2 ohms. So he helped me out. But yeah, this is the bill. Thanks a lot. Goodbye. Signing out. I wish I had some parting music to go with this. And that sticker's coming off too. I'm gonna put my own sticker on there. I got enough GL audio stuff everywhere. Oh yeah, these rings light up. You can program those to change colors as well. That's pretty cool. Oh, and when the subwoofers are hitting, you don't even see them flexing that much. It looks like they're really protecting themselves quite well. Like most subwoofers you see doing that, and then later on some guys doing a video, like, yeah, I blew my sub. These don't flex that hard, and they hit very hard. Like I've listened to this with my top on maybe one time, which I did in my other video. It hangs above my vehicle, but as you can see, I still get the clearance, you know, not an issue. But yeah, I had my top on one time and it hit really hard. I love the way it sounds, but with the top off, man, I can barely even tell the difference. It seems like it's equally compensates for the top being on. The system is flawless. So if you really want to, you know, upgrade your sounds, look, I don't get paid by JL Audio. They don't sponsor any videos. This is my first and only system I've ever owned with JL Audio. And I just said I'm going to do everything with JL Audio. I quit doing systems for like 15 years. But everyone did, as a matter of fact. I don't know why I did this one. But I just wanted to hear some sound. I had my top off, and it's the first name that came to mind. But I sent them the pictures, you know. Thanked them for the equipment, which they gave me no discount for. I paid full price for everything. I love it. But that's okay, because I have what I wanted, and I'm very satisfied with the way it sounds. And you will be too. Take my word for it. And this is my opinion. So if you all have your own opinions, please say what you want to in the bottom comments. I don't care. To my one follower, hey, you're a true trooper. Keep it up. Now I'm leaving. For real, for real.